Let's graph this inequality. Does that inequality look familiar to you? If you were to remove the symbol and put an equal sign there, what type of shape is that, or graph? If you said circle, that is correct. That is the graph of a circle. And because our inequality symbol does not have a line underneath, we're going to sketch a dash circle. So recall, for a circle, in order for you to graph it, you need to know the center and the radius. So looking at it, you have here a center that's going to be at 4, 0. And the way you read it always the opposite here. So that's 4. And then if you don't see a number there, it's understood to be 0. So the y value is 0. So 4, 0. And to find your radius, you take the square root over here. So our radius is 3. So to sketch that, all I have to do is plot the center at 4, 0, then go out 3 units in each direction, and then that will be your circle. And now we have to decide where we're going to shade. There's only 2 regions. You're either going to shade inside the circle or outside the circle. And since it's not solved for y, we're going to use the test point method. The test point method allows you to leave the equation just the way it is, but remove your variables and replace them with a 0, because we're going to use the test point 0, 0. 0, 0 is located outside the circle. So if we get a true statement, that means shade outside the circle. But if we get a false statement when plugging in the ordered pair 0, 0, then we'll have to shade inside the circle. So let's go ahead and remove our variables and replace them with a 0. It's going to look like so. Negative 4 squared is 16. So we're going to have 16 on the left side and 9 on the right side. Now let's read that statement. That statement says that 16 is greater than 9. That is a true statement. Here's our test point. And since it is outside, and we got a true, that means the outside is the true, which means you will shade outside, do not shade inside. And this is what our graph looks like once we're done.